Hi, I'm Adrian, part of Derwent Valley Vineyard Church. A little impromptu message to hopefully encourage each other. These last months, I've been almost constantly thinking about the church and how does the church work during this time of lockdown. And I believe the church is not defeated by this. Yes, we can't meet in large groups, but the church survives. And I think the church has been pruned and made more healthy, getting us right back to basics of our belief in the resurrected Jesus Christ during this time. Um, Two or three verses have struck me during this time. One was in Romans 16, where it says, "Greet also the church that meets in the house of Priscilla and Aquila." There was a church in a house. It wasn't in a big hall or in a big building. A church, a whole church that met in a house, obviously small numbers. Um, Another verse is in Hebrews, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching." Again, this encouragement just to meet up. Don't neglect meeting up, but meet up and with the purpose of encouraging each other, spurring each other on. And the verse in Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, when you come together, each one of you has a hymn or a word or instruction, a revelation, a tongue or interpretation. Um, Again, when you come together, not just expecting someone to minister to you, but let's meet together, ministering to each other. Could it be an encouraging word or a prophecy or something like that? Megan and I have been trying to put this into practice these last few weeks, and it's been great. We've loved it. We had one night we couldn't meet, and we went for a walk in the rain, and there were seven of us. We walked up to Paradise Hill, and we chatted and we prayed over the valley. And even though it was raining and cold, we had a fabulous time. We met in our garden by candlelight, and again, lovely, just encouraging each other in the faith, discussing things, praying for each other. We met as individuals. We met with a lad last week, and it was great. We talked till 1:30 in the morning, just chatting about the faith, answering questions, praying for each other. Another lady we met this morning for coffee, just sharing stuff and praying for each other. And I'm just finding it encouraging, just making that effort to meet with individuals or small groups, however we can, making an effort to meet together and yes, to talk about the everyday sort of coffee and ingrown toenails, but also to talk about our faith and encouraging each other. Just in closing, as I have the privilege of working in North Africa, in Algeria and Morocco, where Christianity was forbidden, and if you're found to be a Christian, you risk imprisonment, or some people even lost their lives. So it was a serious business, and I met with 1 or 2 gatherings that were met in the woods, secret gatherings. They let it be known where they were going to meet at a certain time, and they'd meet. And there could be a small group, perhaps a dozen or a couple of dozen, with lookouts, and they would very quietly worship and sing together, and they'd share. And there were serious people that were in prison, not knowing how they're going to feed, but they had that effort to meet together and were encouraged in one another, even though the circumstances were terrible. So that's it, really. I just want to encourage you. Let's not feel defeated by this virus in terms of meeting as a church, but let's encourage and make an effort to encourage one another and spur each other on. So bless you all. Thank you.